Hey, good afternoon, guys. Here at Cliff Jones Tractor in Sealy, Texas. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick little walkthrough on the Mahindra 4500 series. This is going to be the 4550, which is actually it's a 48 horsepower geared tractor, four-wheel drive with a loader. You see, I got my loader in the air. It does have a pretty high lift up on there. 2,866 pounds lift capacity on that bucket up there in the front to full height. Okay, and it is a universal skid steer bucket, so you can actually put pallet forks or a spear or even a grapple on there. You do have a bucket level indicating rod that is right there. That'll let you know when your bucket is flat on the ground, so you can easily take it off, or maybe if you're bag dragging any dirt or something like that. Okay, guys? Oh, so also if you ever need to take off your loader for whatever reason, you do have a kickstand that's mounted inside of this tube on the other side. You just take it off and pin it right back into that tube right there, and then you come over here. While it's in the air, these are loose because right here it's sitting in the cradle and it's pinned in right here. So you can take your loader off if you ever need to for whatever reason. And then on this side, you do have your color-coded hydraulic lines. So you can know where these go back on here, so you won't have to worry about getting them mixed up on there, guys. So color-coded hydraulic lines, so you can take your loader off for whatever reason. While you do have the loader in the air, there is a loader lock on here, so you can lock it down so nobody come over here and mess with it. Maybe you're underneath it or something. But also they added more support to it. They got these little, these go right here in your cylinders on both sides. You just take these off and you place it right in here. Try not to scratch your cylinders on there. Okay, so that means you can take your, so for safety purposes, nobody drops it on you, or maybe it accidentally goes down on you. Okay, to access on your hood, this will fold forward right here. This will pull out, this will drop down, and your hood actually tilts this way, guys. You got two levers on both sides, so you can tilt your hood so you can access your engine. Or if you ever need to access your battery, it's got five screws right here. You can take them off with a drill, and then you can access your battery. Okay, guys? Okay, lock that back up. This will be the access to your radiator. So you can access your radiator right in here. You can see that? Bam. And the other one right there is for your fuel. It's going to be a metal tank, not a plastic one. So you can access your fuel on that right there. Okay. It is four-wheel drive on and off, so you don't have to have it on at all times. Also, if you have somebody who's not paying attention to the fuel and maybe it runs out, remember back in the days you used to have to open this, the cylinders and bleed it out. Now they do have a primer pump, and that is right here, so you can prime it. It's hidden out of the way, so you can prime it up right there. That's your primer pump. Okay. All right. How Mahindra gets a little bit more lift out of their loaders is they tie it right into the frame and then they pull it to the back. So it gives a little bit more, lift and beefs it up on there also. That's how they get more lift. Okay, still, it's going to be 4 cylinders, okay? Start back here in the rear, and then we'll talk about the cab side of it. You do have your rollover protection that can fold down to put it in a shed, barn, or garage, or if you don't have to worry about that, we do offer canopies to put on there with fan kits so you can actually feel comfortable and nap out of the weather, okay? But they do fold down. Okay, cast iron rear end, so you got beefed up. This tractor's with the loader is about 6,800 pounds, so you got a lot of built-in weight. Then you have a beller hookup for trailer or light right there. You have one set of remote that comes on this one, a second option if needed. This is going to have the Cat 1 or Cat 2 hookup. All depends on what size implements that you have, okay? I wouldn't put anything bigger than a 6-foot medium-duty cutter back here unless you have maybe an 8-foot cutter that runs a little lower, because this is going to be 38 at the PTO back here, so you got to remember that. What cutter to use. But in our packages, we usually put a 6-foot, okay? Or you could do a 6 or 7-foot box blade, maybe even bigger, tillers and all that back here also. The cast iron rear end, it does come with a drawbar, so you can pull a trailer or something else around. You do have a work light in the rear, turning signals, brake lights also on here. So if you want to go on this side, we'll walk over here, okay? Okay, so we're gonna talk about all your specs up in here. This is to engage your PTO, okay? And then once you engage that, throttle it up to 540, that's on your tack up there in the front, okay? Well, back over here, four-wheel drive is on and off. You have your differential lock right here. So if you ever get in a sticky situation, this will lock your tires down, your rear tires down together, so you can get out of the situation that you're in. And then when you're transporting, you do have your brake right here, so that'll lock this down. Raise and lower your 3 points is from right here. And then it also has draft control. So keep it from digging in. This knob right here will speed up or slow it down so you don't slam your stuff to the ground. Your seat is very comfortable, and then you can adjust for your weight by doing that. So, and then it has armrest. You do have a retractable seat belt for support, and it also has lumbar, and will actually tilt back also your seat. Okay. It's going to be 8 forward, 2 reverse in your gears. You will have your high and low range here, and then 4 different speeds. So it's going to be 8 forward, 2 reverse, guys. Okay. You have a 2 brake system. You can do both brakes at the same time, or if maybe you're out there in the field cutting, going a long distance, and then you may want to make a sharper turn, just hit one or the other, so kind of turn, okay? Or you can keep them together. And then this will build up your RPMs. If you're doing a little bit of loader work around your property, you can do that from right there, okay? Let me see what else I could talk about. On this side, it does have a little toolbox, so you can put any pins or something in, okay? This tractor has no depth, no particulate filter, no downtime or regen on here, so you don't have to worry about that, guys. That's when Mahindra invested $30 million where you would not have to worry about that at all on here. In your warranty, 2 years bumper to bumper, it does qualify for an extended bumper-to-bumper warranty of up to 7 years. So that means you won't have to worry about nothing except for your routine maintenance. They will offer pickup and delivery, but they will free for up to 100 miles. All depends on where you're from. And that's loaded just one way. Okay, I did lock the loader down from right here, but now, here, I'm gonna bring the loader down. Okay, it does have a float switch on there, so you can bring it down, see how it's floating? So you can actually back drag any dirt or something, or doing whatever you're out there in the field doing. Okay, guys, bam, bam, take that right off. So we do create tractor packages with utility trailers. This is the 48 horse. I also have it in a 41 horse. Exact same tractor. Only thing difference is no remote on that one and lesser horsepower. So if you're interested in this one, guys, come out here and see us in Sealy, Texas, where we make digging dirt, cutting grass, and financing easy.